The Public Services Ombudsman has confirmed it's investigating a councillor from Pembrokeshire. It comes after a series of social media posts were made from his account. The account, in Paul Dalston's name, featured a number of offensive comments about the Black Lives Matter movement. ITV News has been unable to contact him for a response. Here's our political correspondent, Owen Phillips.
The protests and actions in support of Black Lives Matter have been plain for all to see. Some took to the streets like here in Cardiff, while other organisations lit their buildings purple, including Pembrokeshire Council. But not everyone agreed with this show of support. One local councillor, Paul Dawson, appeared to say on Facebook, "We all agree that Black Lives Matter, as do white lives." He goes on to say, "Are we supporting the actions of BLM protesters stoning police officers in the UK?" And in a separate comment, he appears to claim that BLM is linked to Hamas, the Palestinian terrorist group. The chair of Unison in Pembrokeshire has criticised Councillor Dawson and is calling for an investigation.
We expect our leaders who have been elected democratically into public office to lead by example, to embrace the community they represent and not to sow division.
Paul Dawson is a county councillor here in Pembroke Dock, and despite repeated attempts at contacting him, we've had no reply. But he told a local newspaper that he isn't racist and has done more to combat racism than any keyboard warrior. The Public Services Ombudsman's office has confirmed they're investigating Paul Dawson as the questions continue to be asked. Owen Phillips, ITV News, in Pembroke Dock.
Talking about controversy, let's move on to your neighbouring wards, Councillor Dawson. You're both representing parts of Pembroke Dock, and technically speaking, you should be best mates, getting on and helping the people of Pembroke Dock. But there's all sorts of controversy, and there's been complaints to the Ombudsman. And we had Councillor Dawson in the studio earlier, and he sort of blames you. He says you need to grow up, and you don't have be in office. What do you say to him?
Well, I mean, let me just do a very brief summary on what I heard him say earlier. You know, I obviously had these conversations at it started. I have not antagonised a bit. The comments that I made about reporting to the Ombudsman was because he said the lives matter in a Facebook post, which there are numerous screenshots of. He claims to want to debate me. He would perhaps need to turn up to council meetings. It's definitely worth checking out his attendance record. It is watching county councillors out there. And I think he needs to remember about the 19 champions.
Could be any together for the benefit of the people of Pembroke Dock?
Well, I think that's the common mistake. I'm happy to work together with anyone if it's for the common good of people out there. I don't need to be best friends with people to do that. I would be happy to work with him on whatever he sees fit. If it benefits people in my ward, if it benefits people on his ward, we don't need to be all pally-pally, holding hands and skipping down the street, which I think is a common misconception made. So if he has an issue that he wants to discuss or bring forward, then please be my guest. My door is always open.
So, Councillor Paul Dawson, I know you're out there listening, that you had it first hand from Josh Bainham. He worked with you. You haven't got a he's willing to work with you for the benefit of the people in Pembroke Dock. Well, thank you very much, Councillor Bainham, for coming into